Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, today it is a win for Pastor Ezekiel and also a win for New Life Prayer Center and church members, because finally the court has allowed Pastor Ezekiel to have access to his 22 bank account that had earlier been frozen. Remember, the court had allowed the state to free those accounts for 30 days so they can do the probing to check the issue they were been talking about, money laundering. But later, after the magistrate listening to the argument from Pastor Ezekiel lawyers, Clifford Mbeta and Danson Omari, it was making sense. So they decided that no, we can't take it to 30 days, let us reduce it to 15 days, because now the church operation can't go on. The school has stopped. Those students who depend on pastor to pay their school fees, more than 2,000, had stopped. There are 100 students who are being sponsored in conjunction between pastor and the Kilifi governor. It had stopped, and those who have been benefiting directly from the pastor, they were no longer benefiting because the state has made everything so much hard, and they had no other option to help these same individuals. So judges, in their own wisdom, they said, no, let us reduce it to 15 so that they can do their probing, and after finish, if no any case, then pastor should be free to access and continue with the good work of helping the society. So today, yesterday, it was on 21st, which was the end of the 15 days. And of course, today, the court has said pastor is free to access the accounts. This ruling is confirming that at least we still have some good judges and a good magistrate who still follow the law, who can't be intimidated by the state. I'm saying this because there was a statement that was issued by William Samoei Ruto with a lot of threats, intimidation to judges, so that he can whip them with intimidation so that they can rule in a support of impunity, just because they had identified an individual that they were ready to sacrifice no matter what. For Ruto did not care about the 2,000 students who depend on a pastor to help. They did not care about the 100 children who depend on pastor. They did not care about the society that depend on the operation of the church within Mavueni. They never cared for anything. What they cared was to intimidate, and their focus on Pastor Ezekiel's money. Sasa hiyo mambo ya walikuwa wamesema ya money laundering imewaacha wapi? William Samoei Ruto has been left with a rotten egg in his face. CS for Interior Kindiki was breathing fire. He had a lot of courage to speak about Pastor Ezekiel. He talked as if he had enough evidence to put on man of God. Today he has been ashamed. Today he can't speak. And now he's confirming that they only speak just to whip the emotion of Kenyans, but then they did not have any truth in what they were saying. That means their aim was just to sacrifice someone, to justify a statement, change to change the discussion about the government failure in Shakahola. Because their all aim was to link Pastor Ezekiel to Shakahola, then from there sacrifice him. Let him rot in jail. And their appetite was on the money. Because if you talk about money laundering and you find that such kind of a case, it means the state will take this money. But now, the ruling has happened and it has favored Pastor Ezekiel. We are continue with this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the returning subscribers. I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, in as much the account have been set free, it does not mean that the case has been finished. It is yet to be finished. The case is still going on. It is still active. So one question someone will ask is, if the state has touched on everything and it has failed, what are they waiting to withdraw that case from the court and apologize to number one, Pastor Ezekiel, apologize number two, to New Life President and church members, and number three, apologize to the public for trying to mislead the public on the issue of Pastor Ezekiel and linking him to Shakahola. The only way for William Ruto, Kindiki and his team to do is to come and apologize to Kenyans after lying to them. Because this was just a fat lie. It is showing how incompetent this government is. They have proved to us that we can never trust them with our lives. They allowed Mackenzie to do what he did. But instead of focusing on Mackenzie, because of their incompetence and their dwarfness to lead, they are going for another individual. Because what they understand is to play politics and shift the blame. Serikali iko na msalaba wao wa kubeba kwa kujivuta katika ile hali ya mambo ambayo imefanyika Shakahola, mauaji ya kiholela ya halaiki. Instead of being answerable, like the way they have been blaming Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, today or the other day they are putting a blame of Shakahola on Pastor Ezekiel. So this is their character. We know them. They will never take responsibility. Their work is to shift the blame. But today it has refused. They said now they are the candidate from the church. When Gachagua told people that at least the Church of Christ has a candidate. Instead, we had a persecutor of the church. So, Pastor Ezekiel has been through persecution. That's what we can conclude here. This ruling confirms that it is all about persecution. Just the same way Pastor Pius Mwiru said. There's no case here. It was a scapegoat they were looking for. No scapegoat for them. So this tells you that this case is going to die. And the announcement Pastor Ezekiel is doing here, it tells you that his focus, his mind, is to help the society. There's a big announcement he's doing, and it will shock many. For him, he does not care how the state has persecuted him, because he understands government comes, government go. People will continue to be there. So if he had a calling to help society, for him his focus on helping the society. And I'm sure even the residents of Mavueni are so much happy. The other thing is that they came out in their numbers to support the pastor, to defend him, because of what they know about the pastor. And this one confirms that what they were telling people, it was true. Today, they have been vindicated. So it also tells you one thing. If you associate well with the people in society, live with the people, kula na watu, saidia watu, those people will always be there for you. Pastor Ezekiel is the living and a breathing example of that kind of a person. So it tells you that the New Life President and church operation is fully back. Fully back. And now, the people who pretend to be God-fearing people have been exposed. I don't know what Ruto will be telling people when this case will come to an end. I don't know where Gachagua will be hiding his face. Because even instead of standing with his wife, Dorcas Gachagua, who was coming out clear to stand in defense of Pastor Ezekiel, Gachagua played into politics of William Ruto. But the wife was very clear. And for that reason, I think Dorcas Gachagua, at least to some extent, we can trust her. Because she was seen with Pastor Ezekiel in one of the rally. And it was not the first time. They have been meeting before. And she never shied away. She continued to defend the pastor. In her statement, you could see her coming out clear in defense of Pastor Ezekiel. For that reason, even if we are in different camps, she was right. At least she has proved that she can stand with someone even if the husband or the state that she is supporting is having a different mind. That's very clear. So it's a shameful time for William Ruto, Kindiki, Gachagua, and the entire Kenya Kwanza government. Leave alone Pastor Ezekiel. Thank you and see you in our next video.